Hi, welcome back to an episode of the Guys Book Club in the Board. Book Club, yeah. And today, guys, we're on extremely special episode because today, guys, we're on episode number 370, guys. 370, which means in a few the episode, we're going to reach 100 special. So let's go. And guys, today we have a great privilege to continue our journey with influence of psychology of persuasion by Dick Cialdini. Page 188 to 190, we start a new chapter, chapter 7. Chapter 7, Scarcity, the role of the few. Quote, the way of love, the way to love anything is to realize that it might be lost. G.K. Chesterton. The city of Mesa, Arizona, is a suburb in the Phoenix area where I live. Perhaps the most notable features of Mesa are its sizable Mormon population. Next to that of the Salt Lake City, the largest in the world, and the huge Mormon temple located on exquisitely kept grounds in the center of the city. Although I had appreciated the landscaping and architecture from a distance, I had never been interested enough in the temple to go inside until the day I read a newspaper article that told of a special inner sector of Mormon temples to which no one has access but faithful members of the church. Even potential converts must not see it. There is one exception to the rule, however. For a few days immediately after a temple newly constructed, non-members are allowed to tour the entire structure, including the otherwise restricted section. The newspaper storm reported that the Mesa Temple had recently been refurbished and that the renovations had been extensive enough to classify it as new by church standards. Those, for the next several days only, non-Mormon visitors could see the temple area traditionally banned to them. I remember quite well the effect of the article on me. I immediately resolved to take a tour. But when I phoned a friend to ask if he wanted to come along, I kept understanding something that changed my decision just as quickly. After declining the invitation, my friends wondered why I seemed so intent on a visit. I was forced to admit that, no, I had never been inclined toward the idea of a temple tour before, that I had no question about the Mormon religion. I wanted anything. That I had no general interest in the architecture of houses of worship, and that I expected to find nothing more spectacular or stunning than I might see at a number of other temples, churches, or cathedrals in the area. It became clear as I spoke that the special law of the temple had a sole cause. If I did not experience the restricted sector shortly, I would never again have the chance. Something that, on its own merits, had little appeal for me, had become decidedly more attractive merely because it will soon become unavailable. Since that in contrast with the scarcity principle, that opportunities seem more valuable to us when their availability is limited. I began to notice its influence over a broad range of my actions. For instance, I routinely will interrupt an interesting face-to-face conversation to answer the meaning of an unknown caller. In such a situation, The corner is a compelling feature that my face-to-face partner does not. Potential and availability. If I don't take the call, I might miss it, and the information it kills for good. Never mind that the ongoing conversation might be highly engaging or important, much more than I could reasonably expect an average phone call to be, which with each of the unsounding, the phone interaction becomes less relatable. For that reason and for that moment, I want it more than the other. The idea of potential loss plays a large role in human decision making. In fact, people seem to be more motivated by the thought of losing something than by the thought of gaining something of equal value. For instance, homeowners told how much money they could lose from inadequate isolation are more likely to insult the homes, to insulate the homes than those told how much money they could save. Similar results have been obtained by health researchers. Palm plates urging a young woman to check for breast cancer for self-examinations are significantly more successful if they state their case in terms of what stands to be lost. In AG, you can ask several potential LF benefits by failing to spend only 5 minutes each month doing one self-examination. Rather than gain, e.g., you can gain several potential health benefits by spending only 5 minutes each month doing a breast self-examination. Collectors of everything, from baseball cards to antiques, are keenly aware of the influence of the scarcity principle in determining the worth of an item. As a rule, if it is rare or becoming rare, it is more valuable, especially enlightening as to the importance of scarcity is in the collectibles market is the phenomenon of the precious mistake. Fraud items, a blue stamp or a double star coin, are sometimes the most valuable of all. Those stamp carrying a free-eyed likeness of George Washington is anatomically incorrect, aesthetically unappealing, and then highly sought after. There is instructive irony. Imperfections that would otherwise make for rubbish make for prize possessions when they bring along then building scarcity. The scarcity principle operating so powerfully on the above with things. It is natural that compliance professionals will do some related operating of their own. Probably the most straightforward use of the scarcity principle occurs in the limited number tactic. When the customer is informed that a certain product is in short supply that cannot be guaranteed to last long. During the time I was researching compliance strategies by infiltrating various organizations. I saw the limited number tactic employed repeatedly in a range of situations. There aren't more than 5 convertibles with this engine left in the state. And when they are gone, that's it. Because we are not making game anymore. Because we are not making game anymore. This is one of only 2 unsold corner lots in the entire development. You wouldn't One is the other one. It's got an east-west exposure. You want to think seriously about buying more than one case today because production is baked. It's baked way up and there is no telling when we will get any more in. Sometimes limited number of information and it was true. Sometimes it was body false. But in each instance, the intent was to convince customers of an item's scarcity and thereby increase its immediate value in their eyes. I admit to developing a grudging admiration for the practitioners who made this simple device work in a multitude of ways and styles. I was most impressed, however, with a particular version that extended the basic approach to its logical extreme by selling a piece of merchandise at its scarcity point. When it seemingly could no longer to add. Tactic was played to perfection in one appliance store I investigated, where 40 to 50% of the stock were regularly listed as on sale. Suppose a couple in the store seemed from a distance to be moderately interested in a certain sale item. There are all sorts of cars that tip off such interest. Closer than normal examination of the appearance, a casual look at any instruction booklets associated with the appearance. Discussion is held in front of the appearance, but no attempt to seek out a salesperson for further information. After observing the couple so engaged, a salesperson might approach and say, I see you're interested in this model name, and I can understand why. It's a great machine at a great price. But unfortunately, I sold it to another couple not more than 20 minutes ago. And if I'm not mistaken, it was the last one we had. And guys, guess what? This is the 7th episode. And it's time for you to enjoy the Pinterest party time. So guys, have a great time, enjoy the Pinterest party time, enjoy your day. I can't wait to see you all on Sunday for the next episode. The episode of the book club in the morning, book club Martinsen. Take off safe for a great time, and as always, bye-bye.